theory. How fucking strong was Aruna gonna be? Hello people, we are here for Kubera, as always, on a Friday. I hope you're all doing well, and hope you've all had a good week so far. I know the weekend is just upon us, so have as much fun as you possibly can. Anyway, let us jump right into this, shall we? Oh shit, yeah, this is time, isn't it? Does that mean you tried to deceive me? You tried to protect those who should be punished by sacrificing innocent lives and hiding the sinners. Just want to point out, it's very interesting that time looks like a snake, you know? Just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. Kind of interesting, huh? Oh, it's stormy all of a sudden. I'm no scared. It's okay. Good children don't have to be afraid. Violent beasts are strong but foolish. Stay quiet under your covers, and everything will be okay. Will it though? Will it? Season 3, episode 214, Ananta 3. Yeah, the name of the arc, time looking like a snake. Ha. Bow before time, my lady. I will protect you, no matter what. Oh, time. I understand why you are angry, but the royal family are just innocent people who only remember the present. If you punish them for their sins from their previous lives that they don't even remember, they'll just feel victimized. How would that kind of judgment change anything? If you feel less frustrated through this, that would be a meaningful way. But did that happen? The more they die, the more tears you have in your eyes. Yeah, it looks sad. I don't think I'm the only one who saw that. I'm sure you also know that these actions are meaningless. Shut up! Eventually. Doing styrofoam. Don't move. There he is. There's Ran. The first time they meet. Although not that young Ran would ever remember that, because it's actually adult Ran doing this. Let's go. No, go. Oh, time! I do not wish to do this. You insolent! How dare you! Please, calm yourself and restore your original nature, even if it is just your shell that's left. I do not want to see the most noble collapse like this. Shut up! How arrogant! If I wake up again. Others will greet you that time. It won't be me. Are you going to spend the rest of your life burying me? I can give you my life, if that can bring decades of peace. Decades of peace. That is not a wise decision. It won't even last 3 years. This kingdom you belong to will disappear into dust. Are you okay, Lady Rana? Yes, I'm fine. Something covered me. Fuck. I see. I suppose it's okay if it doesn't harm you. Will you be able to stand up? I'm so embarrassed. I acted all brave, but I got so scared when it really happened. I'm so glad you came back. It's natural for anyone to be afraid of time. Even I trembled with fear. Really? You don't look like you are.
Seemed like he was always aware of us. And yet, he didn't say anything. Anyway, I'm relieved. I really freaked out when you shook me off and ran. I don't think they saw our faces, and that girl didn't seem to notice you. I should go back to the kingdom, right? Everyone will be surprised. I can't imagine what my theology teacher will say.
No, you have to leave with me, my lady.
What? But why? Did something happen at the palace? It's also strange that you came back. In the conversation earlier, it sounds as if the royal family is guilty? Is there a past that I don't know of? Tell me!
That's...
I don't want to leave knowing nothing. How could I do that? People who raised me are here. Even if my fate was to die here today, I should go back to the palace if I survived. I can't follow you if you're not going to tell me anything.
The story starts from 1,000 years ago. The day the king of humans decided to abandon fiendish magic and only use divine magic. Everything began that day. I'm stuck. Now that I know this is just before the incident of...
My, what a convenient transition that is. Oh, okay. Alright, Kurigam. You think you're smooth, and you are, but you think you're so slick, huh?
Okay. I'm stuck. Now that I know this is just before the incident of fiendish magic, I have to find a way to stay safe. I'll be in danger if I don't leave with my tribe when they take refuge. I have to be careful here. I have to think. How would I join my tribe without the past me knowing?
Is it them? The special guests for Aruna? He looks weak, and there's nothing special about him. Why is he receiving such special treatment?
Because he's got a good future. That's why. Anyway. It is strange now that I think about it. I remember learning from Nastika, including Akasha from stage 2, and getting lessons from other Rakshasa at stage 1. Was there a special teacher? Even though I can't clearly remember the days of stage 1, I should remember if there was some special teacher. Peeking from this far shouldn't be a problem.
Who the fuck is that?
No, don't have a clue. I don't recognize anything from the back.
Who's that? How odd. Garuda is requesting something for his child? What's he trying to do? I don't care what's on his mind. I just want to know who this child is. A Rakshasa closer to Dawn than me. I can't wait.
Ushas, god of dawn. And Ratri, god of night. Interesting. So, playing on what was mentioned last time. Dawn is basically a combination of fire, light, and wind, isn't it? Or is it just fire and light? I don't know. But this is the god of dawn. So this means this is a god with more than one attribute. Right, with 2 attributes, right? And god of night, I imagine, is... I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's probably darkness, obviously. Maybe darkness and death, but no, that seems too on the nose. Probably not. But yeah, right? Also, god of night, not dusk, so these aren't even like pairs. Unless they're supposed to be, and this is just a weird translation, but you know what I mean? Anyway. But interesting, so... That's an interesting statement, that there's a Rakshasa closer to dawn than the god of dawn. That's an interesting statement, and presumably that is Maruna. Well, Aruna at this point. Also, I'm wondering, why do we think Maruna changed his name? Why do we think he went from being Aruna to Maruna? I should have gotten more water. Oh well. We'll survive. But interesting. So it seems this special teacher he's forgotten about is a fucking god. God Ushas, God Ushas, God Ratri. Let me introduce you. You will be learning from the two of you starting today. His name is... My name is Aruna! I told you to wait until I'm done.
I forgot. How energetic. He's adorable. So he's the one with such great transcendental skills?
Yes, but it is a secret for his safety. Since he's still young, please be mindful of that.
I figured. I suppose that's why you sent the other guards away and called us discreetly. Anyway, shall we take a look at your skill? Rachi will create an invisible realm, so you can show us there.
There is, one problem, though. It hasn't been long since he last used his transcendental skill. He hasn't recovered fully from it yet. I tried to feed him some meat before you arrived, but he kept running away, insisting on eating fruit. I'm so sorry, but you will have to wait until he regains his vigor.
Is that so? Do you not like meat, Aruna?
How many times have I told you to not just nod like that?
I forgot.
I see he's got a personality just as unusual as a skill.
It's fine. Waiting a few months is nothing at our age. We won't force you until you are ready, Aruna. Besides, if you can't use your transcendental right away, there are other ways for us to get to know each other, right? We can play and talk while we wait. That way, we could also get closer to Dawn.
Interesting. That's the way she said. Again, this is like them referring to fucking time as like a being as opposed to the concept. Like they're referring to Dawn as if it's unrelated, like as if it's a separate like it's an entity, not a concept. That's the way it feels to me, at least. But obviously, it really depends on how the original Korean is written, which is kind of lost in translation.
Yes, I love that god Ushas.
It's a weird fucking name. Not a god I'm priorly aware of. Anyway, season 3, episode 215, Ananta Young. Are you sure about this? There are lots of tensions about the Feindish magic on humans these days. And there's a rumor there's something big is about to happen. Spending too much time here could be dangerous.
It's only been a week, Ratri. Have you already reached the end of your patience?
I'm not saying that. Although judging by their earrings, these two are a pair. It just doesn't make sense. Although, they say it is the height of Runa's talent. They called only the two of us here to this planet. There was not even a single Nastika. And we haven't even seen the faces of the parents who are entrusting us with a child. On top of that, these are uncertain times.
What does it matter? There are humans living on this planet. Even if the fiendish magic were to cause trouble, it wouldn't start here.
There aren't any humans, there are. Fucking stupid pleb, can't read.
It won't be too late to wait and see what happens before making a move.
I hope so. I can barely see them, so I should be far enough. But staying alert, thinking that I might get caught, is exhausting. I wonder if they're gonna see him. You know? Still, it's better to keep watching them than run into them by accident. It'd be best if I could escape on my own, but I don't remember the structure of water channels on this planet. I'll have to follow the refugees. Yeah, you've been fucking noticed. Yeah, you've been noticed. What did I just say? Is he gonna have to play off as being fucking Garuda again? Like, yes, Garuda is my son. He is my son, even though he is me.
My favorite is the snowflake apple. Oh, what's that? I named it myself. I found it just once on this planet, and it's really delicious. Is that so? Can you show it to me when you find it again? Of course! Good things are better when you share them.
It's embarrassing to watch how friendly I was. I could even control the Sura language. It sounds like I'm yelling.
Poor Maruna.
Now I know why I have no memories of those two. It's because it's too humiliating.
I have a feeling that's not it, Marina.
I have a feeling there's another reason.
The weather.
It doesn't seem natural.
Garushas, Gaduratri,
You must return to the guard room for now. An order came from above. You will evacuate to the Sura realm. We will evacuate to the Sura realm as well. If you think the Sura realm is safer than the planet and the human realm. It appears that some Feindish magician has lost control. Soon the aftermath will reach here.
A Feindish magician lost control.
It must be a magician with weak mental strength. Sometimes Sura mess with the Feindish magicians and somehow distort the result of the magic. Normally it ends with a single accident. The gods have examined the case and concluded that it wasn't intentional, according to their decision. It'll be seen as an accidental homicide.
That's a term we haven't heard in a while, huh? Obviously, I know it's a real life term, but you know, within Kubera, there's one particular thing that you think of when you hear that, ain't there?
But those who are not strong enough will become hosts of their magic and die after abusing the power. They say that this magician collapsed the whole city and ripped their own head off.
This is why you should stay away from that notorious magic.
Yeah, it seems like the faults and problems with Sura magic are the Sura themselves fucking with the magicians, less so the actual magic.
As this kind of incident is happening more often, Feindish magic is being rejected, even among humans.
Even among humans? Who else would have been using Sura magic? If not human, so I was just raising my chair. I felt like it was too low.
This conversation's hard to follow.
Some should even say it should be banned.
But it's just magic used by humans. Can it really affect other planets just because Sura mess with it? Looking at this, the planet where the magic was actually performed must have been destroyed completely.
We don't know the whole story, but if a Nastika with a sky attribute had interfered, even changing the weather of several planets could be possible, apparently.
Garuda?
There's somebody else here is suspicious, but I don't think it would harm his own kind like this.
Then could it be? It can't be. Why would he?
They look familiar. Who is that? I can't quite tell, but they look familiar.
We should escape first. We can talk about the suspect in the guard realm.
Wait, Ratri. There is no Nastika in this planet. Will the Rakshasa be able to escape on their own? Don't you think we should help them?
I'm grateful for your concern, Garushas, but that won't be necessary. I'm sure Garuda won't abandon us. The rescue will come soon.
But at least until the Nastika get here, we will help you. We're going to use the water channels, right?
Ushas, listen to me. We should not interfere here. If something goes wrong, it will be our responsibility. Let's go for now and...
Although it may be inconvenient for us, we will not die, but they might.
That's how I interpret that squiggle. I almost thought I forgot to set my filter back on from recording earlier.
Come, this way. Where's Aruna? He's gone ahead.
He's gone ahead.
He's right here. He hasn't gone ahead. Oh, I must have mistaken him for someone similar. It doesn't matter. Let's go, Aruna.
You mistook him for Maruna.
My favorite.
Oh, there it is. No! Don't do it, Maruna. No, you fucking stupid child.
Here we are. Everyone is in the tunnel, right?
Aruna's not here. I definitely saw him when we entered.
What?
Aruna! Aruna!
It's all my fault.
I thought it was safe when we arrived at the entrance. Took care of my siblings first. I told you we should just go to the god realm. He's probably already dead. He may be badly hurt. We need to find him as soon as possible. Ratri, go that way. I'll search this way. Hurry!
What do I do? I can't just leave him to die. But I can't help him either.
Yeah, Maruna, I'm sorry, you don't have a fucking choice. If you don't help him, you die. If you do help him, there are going to be some timey-wimey consequences. But at the same time, if you let him die, like, you die. Bro! What are you thinking? This shouldn't be a difficult question. Like, what? My god. Is it the third one for now? I've genuinely lost track. We started on 14, right? Yeah, we did. We did. This is the third. Okay, maybe you can't help him even if you try to.
It's scary. Being rejected from the beginning. That's what's most frightening about time becoming your enemy. All your efforts go down the drain, and everything you've achieved turns into a mere possibility. What can you do against that? What's the meaning of the universe which is ruled by such things? I don't have an answer to that. Even so, if you ask me. No need to answer. For now, I just want you to know how terrifying that power is. Maruna. One day you'll save your clan, and you'll grasp the happiness you always dreamed of. If I kill this past form of you, what will happen to that bright future of yours? Why would you? It's terrible, isn't it? If you don't like it, stop it. Destroy all beings that can meddle with time. That's how you can save your universe.
What? I'm sorry, what? So at first, like initially, if we go back here, this looks like Ananta, but with short hair. I mean, this doesn't. Those eyes are fucking terrifying. But this isn't how Ananta acts. So I don't think it is. Also, destroy all beings that can meddle with time. I feel like that's a difficult task. You know? Also, what is this you're giving him? The reason I won't destroy you today is because I believe that someday those restrictions will come to an end. The day I completely disappear from this universe. Maybe it is Ananta. Or maybe it's time using Ananta. I don't know. I don't know, because this isn't how Ananta would act. But it makes sense for it to be Ananta. Then again, this is also far later in, you know, history than the Ananta we saw, so things could have always changed. I suppose. Season 3, episode 216, Ananta 5. Yeah. His appearance was a little different, but it was definitely Ananta. It hasn't been that long for me since we parted, so his face is still fresh in my mind. But he acts so differently. But why would Ananta? Aruna! 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 He was struck by lightning and fell. He would have been fine if he were a Garuda at a higher stage. The gods have arrived. It will be alright now. One of them must have regeneration transcendentals.
But we're here too late. He's dead. Oh, is there any way we can save him? Even humans have resurrection magic. Gods must be able to do something. There is no such way. There is a resurrection magic of humans, and it gives the dead the opportunity to return, and uses up the rest of the lifespan they were born with. But you were not born with a set lifespan to begin with, so there is no such possibility. Think about it. If your kind had that kind of opportunity, there would be too many fifth-stage Rakshasa by now.
This is probably why you don't remember them.
How can this be? My past self is dead? What about me? Will I disappear soon?
Ratri's like,
What's he doing there? He knows something. He knows too much. Maybe I need to kill him.
no. He's probably like, come on.
Come on. Step out. You know you gotta do something, so do it.
Carrying on.
This is...
Oh, it's Aruna's favorite fruit. He called them snowflake apples. That kid. How got off in a situation like this? For fruit. He couldn't even fly properly yet. Foolish child.
the snowflake apple. Is it because of what I said?
It was his decision, Ushas. You don't have to feel guilty. That's right, God Ushas. This certainly isn't something you should worry about. The two of you were supposed to return to the God Realm, but you helped us of your own goodwill. All of the responsibility lies with me, Aruna's mentor.
No, it's my fault. If only I hadn't said such a thing, this child would not have died.
For a god to cry over one Rakshasa. It's unseemly. Carry him where the light of dawn can reach. If you really think it's your fault, prove it with your actions, Ushas. I'll help you if you are determined to do so, but
I'll do it! I'll take responsibility!
fine, then take him quickly. Until I catch up with you, protect the name attached to that body.
Thank you, Ratri.
You should go too. You'll get in my way if you're here with me. Yes, of course. What are you going to do? Didn't you say there was no such way to save him?
It is only that there is no way to save him just the way he is. Since a young Rakshasa, like animals and plants, is not judged in lifespan, in the afterlife, not lifespan. Sorry, I said the wrong thing. Their gentle soul wanders the universe, and eventually, as time passes, they become one with nature, and can no longer be found. But right after they die, the soul should still be close by. That's what Ratri is looking for.
So, Ananta gave Maruna Aruna's soul. Ananta gave Maruna his younger self's soul after he died. Crazy. But again, this begs the question of what happened in the original timeline to have enabled Maruna to be able to go back in time the first time. Because Maruna, had to have been there to receive the soul for whatever is about to happen now. But for that to have happened, Maruna would have had to have survived in the past. But without Maruna there for the first time, Maruna wouldn't have survived in the past. Well, I mean, I guess he could have if Ananta just kind of left the soul around. So actually, no, this one is feasible.
If he finds it, can we save him?
We can't save the boy named Aruna, but we can let go of that name and save him as a boy with an ordinary name. Other than weaker beings, he'll be just like him. The essence of his soul will be preserved.
No, you mustn't.
If that happens, he will no longer be in favor of the Nastika.
Despite his soft nature, they were interested in him. And that is because he had talent. If he loses his power too, it's over for him. I saw it happen to so many children.
It's said that the fate of a weak baby bird has become a snake's prey in the end. If that's the case, it'd be better to just let him go. Power. Then what if there was something that could replace his lost power? I think I'm about to find out why Maruna's name changed. Excuse me. It's fine. I've already lived for so long. I could take a break for now.
Why don't you come out? Why don't you come out now? They're gone. I already know you've been following us. You've been waiting to hurt Aruna, haven't you? No, I haven't. I was just... Then why are you holding Aruna's soul? What? This is a soul? You didn't even know what you were holding. I don't know. Ananta just... Ananta was here. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Now that I think of it, you resemble Garuda. Or should I say, Aruna. It almost seems like grown-up Aruna back from the future. I got it. I always thought it was Chandra's nonsense. I should ask him properly when I return this time. Put this on and go to the water channel. You'll be able to blend into the crowd and escape this planet. However, do not follow them all the way to the Sura realm, since Aruna will also be there when he's revived. You should get out of the water where the water gets murky. It'll be troublesome if you are there as well. There'll be a path to Titalica among the exits.
We've heard that name before. Where from? I don't remember. But I know we've heard that name before. Was it where Ran was in the other side? Or am I getting it confused with somewhere else? Or is it just a planet that's been name dropped? I know it's been mentioned before. It's really annoying me because I feel like it's there. But I can't... I'm not going to get it. Let's just carry on.
You're able to find it. I understand. Thank you for helping me, God Rotary. You can at least tell me your name if you're grateful. But...
Actually, Rotary also looks female. Oh well.
Can't tell me. Then I guess I'll change the question. We need to change the name Aruna once he revives. What do you think it should be? I think... Maruna. That would be a good choice.
I've just seen the thumbnail for the chapter after this, and it's just fucking Maruna going. With the hood over, he looks so fucking serious. Jesus. We are going to do a bit of a longer reaction this week because, you know, last week's was a bit short. A bit underwhelming, as it were. I also performed kind of mid as well. But anyway, that's beside the point.
God Ushas, you intend to dwell within Aruna.
Ah! What the fuck?
That's right. I was planning to save him by sharing my Dawn power like a god level item. But it won't give Aruna as much power as expected from him. While Aruna is alive, I'll be taking a rest for a while.
Would God Ratri agree to this?
Rachi can't know about this. If I tell her, she might not give Aruna his soul. Alright, you better go now before I begin. If I disappear, Rachi will definitely accuse you of encouraging me.
I appreciate your concern, but are you sure this is alright? Of course, most Rakshasa only live for a few hundred years. I would be just taking a break for you. But what if Aruna lives for thousands, or tens of thousands, or millions of years? In that case, you would be...
Then, I'd better hope this child grows into someone who shares my ideals. Aruna, if it's you who's born on the brightest dawn, I believe you'll find a way, the right way, to use this power.
Season 3, episode 217, Ananta 6. I feel like this is something Maruna needs to witness, if I'm being honest. But I feel like you'll end up there no matter what anyway.
She said that there was a way to tell a Titalica when the water gets murky. It's over there. I've been so on edge, but I can probably relax now. In early years, very little happened over a long time. But now so many things are happening all at once. Not long after I left Willarv, I faced a 4th stage god.
I assume it's supposed to be 4th Zen.
My past self died, and I even met a Nanta like that. Why would he? Seeing that he kept me alive, I don't think he came to kill me. But it'd be odd to think that him being there was a coincidence. So was it Ananta who struck the lightning? Oh, some of my powers returned. I felt drained ever since I got here. Was it being close to my past self? Although, it's not fully restored. I should have trouble surviving in the human realm.
It's because I get it. It's kind of like how fuck's sake, what's his name? Yaksha. There we are. Kind of like how Yaksha got weaker when Ran was around. Because obviously Ran had his heart. I imagine that the way the universe balanced that out was because Ran couldn't be there without Yaksha's heart, because he wouldn't have a heart, so he'd die. Whereas here, Maruna can survive and exist without Ushasa's power. And so, the power that he would have had couldn't... The two equivalents of Ushasa's, presence, as it were, because Ushasa's present in Maruna, couldn't exist at the same time. So the presence within Maruna ceased while Ushasa was around. But now that Ushasa's transfer is slowly transferring her power into Aruna, Maruna is getting it back because Ushasa isn't around, as it were. Which is why it's not fully restored, because she's still not fully, transferred herself into Aruna. Or it's also because Aruna is around and so the power's split between two of the same being. At least at this, while Maruna's still here. That's my understanding of it. I might be completely wrong though.
Titalica may be the first place that fell during the Cataclysm, but since it was protected from the Feindish magic incident, there won't be any in Azteca, and even if something happens, the gods would be there to take care of it.
I feel like this is wishful thinking, Maruna. Given you've not developed yet. Will Maruna develop before I hit 22? I mean, that's 3 months. Do we think Maruna will develop in 3 months? I'd assume so. I feel like I could catch up in 3 months. Actually, I don't know. I think, how many more episodes have I got? How many more episodes have I got? If I did 5 a week, how long would it take me to catch up with 1 episode coming out every week? Kasha, did you hear? What happened to Vinata's son? I guess you already heard. Something was off from the start, even if it was to avoid being tracked. It doesn't make sense to have no Azteca reside on a planet with such an important child. We shouldn't regard this as an unlucky incident. We need to take it seriously. It may have been to keep that child in check. It's the method Aravada suggested, isn't it? Aravada. How could Garuda just believe her words and follow them? She just did survive for millions of years like that. Getting suspicious at this point will only make things worse. We're already struggling to lead a fallen clan and forging more alliances. We can't afford to turn a neutral clan against us. So you're saying we should do nothing? Even if he had a soft personality, that was something a proper education could fix. He always put others before himself, but we could have guided him to limit that selflessness for his own to his own clan. The fact that he resembled Garuda was also ideal for leading the clan. Above all, the combination of his name and soul was perfect. A newborn Rakshasa invoked his unique transcendental just by being given his name. Interesting, Maruna's soul. that has never happened before in the universe. Not just his his transcendental skill was at an Azteca level. How fucking strong was Maruna? This is him in his first stage. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, now he's got a god's power. Which probably put him about even with an Azteca. If, like, just the raw comparison of the Transcendentals is to be, you know, taken at face value. But Jesus Christ! What the fuck? What? What in Kurragom's name? What the hell? That's mental. A fucking first stage Rakshasa having a Transcendental on the level of an Azteca. We gained such a perfect child after so much time and so many sacrifices. You're willing to let this go? What else can we do? The name of Maruna has already gone back onto the list for Rakshasa names since it has no owner. And since Rakshasa will keep being born, one of them will receive the name Maruna. Then we can just kill them. What? Obviously, if a child who received the name Aruna has greater abilities, we should raise them as Aruna. But I don't think anyone like that will appear for a long time. In the end, the name's wasted. It'll be a nuisance to the clan. I suppose it is common for first stage Rakshasa to die. And if we can say it's for the clan's sake, other Azteca won't oppose. But what's the point of protecting the name like that? The mother is not happy. Maruna's mother is not happy. What was her name? It was said literally up here. I literally read it minutes ago. Minutes ago, not even. Vinata. Vinata. It's not like Vinata's son can take the name again. Not right now, but we can make it so. You've heard that something unusual is going on with the Feindish magic. Right. Right now, Asura is just waiting for a reason to start a war. He wants to corner the gods and force them to negotiate with them. The gods are not as generous as they were in the beginning. It's infuriating to think about the Kunara clan acting so noble, talking about being a neutral and such, when they are the ones who benefit the most during that time, and who ruin the universe. We can't let this chance go. Even though they are our enemies, let's keep an eye on the situation and cooperate with Asura. Then, we will also get an opportunity to negotiate. Are you suggesting we use the opportunity we'll gain from joining hands with the enemy and opposing the gods to regain my son's name? Will others agree to this? Of course they will. For our clan, that was almost defeated because of our relatively slow regenerative abilities, creating the strongest Rakshasa is a challenge worth the risk. That's right. We already have less Azteca than dragons. Everyone will understand Garuda, who puts his clan before all else. Garuda will definitely agree. I don't know why I struggled to read that. Let us go, Vinata. A future with a Rakshasa who can surpass even Azteca is close at hand. We can achieve something that was only possible in theory. How fucking strong was Aruna gonna be? I mean, he doesn't obviously, Maruna doesn't have that name anymore. But he has an almost equivalent power with, you know, Ushas. How fucking strong is Maruna gonna be? Is 5th stage the final stage of development for Rakshasa? Or can they go beyond that? I can't remember. I think 5th is the end, right? You'll let me know.
This is Titalica, right before the Feindish magic incident. Then The human king will soon make his vow. A vow to abandon Suras and only follow the gods. Because of that arrogant decision to ignore the contract. Ignoring the opposition, all humans lost their connection to Feindish magic overnight. After that, a barrier was formed that prevented Sura from interfering. And the Feindish magicians and halves ended up becoming the lowest class in human society. What kind of king would make such a vow? I'd like to see his face.
I wonder, you're gonna meet him. What are you? A superior Sura? A half? If you're a superior Sura, it's dangerous for you to be here alone. I can't even count how many gods have been summoned in the city. You should be careful.
He's not afraid of a superior Sura. He's even worried about me. What is that? Is everyone like that here? Or is that human just unusual? I've only heard about this era. I'm already running into trouble. I thought I studied enough. For now, I'll follow them and see if I can gather some more information.
Is that guy? Is he following us?
Leave it. I guess he's bored. Anyway, Anan, are you confident you'll be chosen among all those competitive candidates? You know the king hates Feindish magic. Besides, you have 0 divine affinity, since your Feindish affinity is too high.
That's right. Even if my Feindish affinity is high, it doesn't matter if I don't use Feindish magic.
You're going to compete solely as a fighter. You won't stand a chance against those who can also use magic.
I'll be fine as long as I have this.
What's that?
The Golden Knight. The item that will turn me into a divine magician. Okay, all of a sudden this guy is now exceedingly important. This mysterious ponytailed fellow is now unbelievably important just by bearing the Golden Knight. And also, he's seemingly an exceptional Feindish magician. And also clearly a confident enough fighter as well. Obviously, he's got the Golden Knight, so of course he can be confident. But, you know, he's obviously a decent enough fighter as well. I've just seen that Brahma is going to appear at some point. She was in the little thumbnail picture for the next chapter. God damn it. Hey, what's with your hey, what's with your face? You don't have to be so upset just because I give you a mushroom skewer. Excuse me, where's our main course? Coming right up!
How did I end up here? Since this timeline is even before the barrier appeared, if I laid low, I probably would have been fine without a guarantor. But I forgot about that and hesitated near the city and ended up getting noticed. And I don't understand why this human is being so friendly either. He suspects that I could be a superior Sura, so why?
Here is steak tartare and premium fruit you ordered.
Here, the meal's for you. This'll do, right?
That's the snowflake apple. I really don't want it, but I'm curious. So they said it was the fruit I liked as a boy. Let's see how it tastes.
Hey, this is yours. The fruit is mine.
This is nicer than I expected. No, not just that. It's delicious. Now that I think of it, why did I start on eating meat? It seemed like it was since that part of my early childhood that I can't remember. It's good for vigor recovery, and since everyone else was eating it, I didn't really feel like I had to try fruit and vegetables. Could it be because I died trying to get that fruit? Anyway, I'm certain now that it's okay to eat fruit.
The last fruit left in the restaurant. Or it was. Empty steak to top plate. Why did you get so upset when you ate this well? Season 3, episode 218, Ananta 7. Have you heard? It's said that the king has collected all of the Vajra. How many are there?
5 of them.
Oh. He won't have to be jealous of the Feindish magic anymore. It seems like Feindish magic is pretty like highly regarded if these 5 Vajra, whatever they are. I mean, having all 5 of whatever the fuck these are means that the king won't need to be jealous of Feindish magic. I assume the king has poor Feindish affinity. When my friend comes back from the guild, I still don't have anything to write with in my bag. I should have brought it. So, where's your destination in the city?
I don't really have one.
At least point in a direction, if you can't tell me.
I don't even have that. My goal is to get through the Feindish magic event. Without any trouble. The barrier will appear soon. It'll be fine as long as I'm in the city before that. I can just kill some time here look for Ron or Kubera or Ron. Wait, didn't he say his name was unknown? I've heard that on a god level item, the name of the first human upon whom it was bestowed will be— I fucking knew the name sounded familiar! But I didn't comment on it because I don't think— Yeah, he's bloody important. Oh my god, I fucking knew it sounded familiar. Hold on a minute, this is something that I probably should have realized before, but the bow, the neural bow had what was his name? What's his full name? Lisa's dad. Why can't I remember his fucking name? Ah! There's so many fucking characters, man. But yeah, you know what I mean? His name was engraved on the Neurobow. Shit. Does that mean he's that close to Kubera? There's a chance he might meet him again. I stay close to him for now. If anything gets clear, I can't let this guy go.
What? Why are you grabbing me when I asked you about your destination? I should have known you've been following us. And I bought some writing supplies. There were no stores near the guild. It's my fault. I'm too popular. Did you eat something weird? Is this everyone? You can tell we are missing some. Ushas said she was going somewhere with Ratri. I asked where she was going, but she just said she had a secret date. She's doing it again. It's hard to say things like that. She's enjoying being misunderstood at this point. What about Kubera and Agni? I'm sure about Kubera, but Agni was summoned somewhere in the human realm. Where was it? Gresvans? Vayu, Chandra, Asvin, Varunam, Marut, Saruya, Surya, not Saruya, Surya, Indra. Fucking Indra, we gotta be... God, why the... 3 of the gods here are so fucking emo, man. Indra, are you wearing... God. Let's decide for ourselves for now. They would just drag the discussion out even if they were here. I agree. Those gods who disagree with everything should just be told the decision we made afterward. Let's begin the discussion then. There are 11 damaged planets, and among them, one where humans live. The humans who live there are all dead. Looking at the arrangement of the 11 planets, the origin point seems to be among humans in the epicenter. The humans have been wiped out, and the gods of the planets are waiting resurrection. So there's no one left to testify properly. But Yama can use insight on the dead. Yes, he is working on it, but there are too many subjects, so it's going to take some time. Still, it's a situation where we could be accused until we have the right answer. Only one planet where humans lived is damaged.
But many planets where young Rakshasa live were impacted. The Garuda clan, the Gardhava clan, and even the Kinara clan. Since many clans suffered at the same time, they have started to suspect this is actually the work of the gods. And they're suspecting the gods, huh? What? There's no god who can play with lightning like that. There is. You! You know I'm not someone who would do that. You know, Indra, I don't believe that. You're a fucker. You are a fucker in every sense of the word. And it seems like, yeah, just, there's a, just, that's funny. I have the most worshippers after Lord Vishnu. It was probably easier to appeal to the humans. And you've done worse things that are worse. They're a lot worse than this before. Those around me asked if it was your doing as soon as it happened. Well, you're all so harsh. Yeah, but I think it's justified. This shit. We're just teasing. We trust you. But the Nastika don't. Any creature struck by the lightning died, and the planets themselves remain relatively intact. So naturally, they believe it was the intentions to preserve the jurisdiction of the planet gods. So, it must be the work of the gods. They're talking about it more or less like that. The situation could get worse if we don't find the one responsible for this as soon as possible. What about the possibility that some enemy clan might have done this? It wouldn't be surprising if either the Asura or Ananta clans attacked them. Asura does make sense. Ananta also makes sense. Even the neutral Kinara clan was attacked. They could have also attacked them, since it was too obvious otherwise. For now, there were no Nastika or Asura entities detected near there around that time. That means either the humans or the Feindish magic were responsible for the lightning that hit several planets at the same time. As far as I know, there are no Nastika who's capable of that among the Asura clan. At least it's impossible without certification. But there are some who are capable in the Ananta clan. 2 among the highest ranks. Ananta and Manasvin? Speaking of the Ananta clan, it's odd that there are 2 Nastika with the exact same attributes placed in the highest rank. Is the fact that all 11 planets have crusts related to their transcendental? The pieces are coming together now. Since they are both the highest rank in Nastika with Earth and Sky attributes, it's possible for them to strike many planets that have crusts at the same time with lightning. However, if the damage was done with the Feindish magic of humans, the Feindish magic of Manasvins wouldn't be able to attack all 11 planets. In the end, there's a high chance that Ananta is the one who did it. However, if they used Transcendental without the Feindish magic, Manasvin would still be a suspect. They are both an Ant clan. Why does that matter? It's important if it's Ananta's doing. Chandra, we need to talk. Ah, Indra! Oh, it's baby Ushas. It's been a while. So cute. I'll speak with Ratri for a moment in private. Have your talk here. If Ushas came back like this, something big might have happened. Shouldn't you report to me, the king? Yeah, Indra, you're a fucker. Look, I don't want to doubt Indra. Well, I do. The way you're acting, motherfucker. But also Ananta's appearance there, you know, in the previous couple of chapters is sus as fuck as well.
I don't know who to pin this on right now. I don't even think there's a convenient person to pin it on. But anyway, there we are. That's where we're going to leave it for today. Really, really good stuff. I really enjoyed that. And with all that out of the way, leave a like, comment, sub, share it around, you know, usual YouTube stuff. If you know any Kubera fans that don't watch, let them know. You know, it'd be cool. Because, you know, I've got the watch hours for monetization, but I've no any other subs. And even if I only got like a third of a shilling per video, it'd be really fun. You know, it'd be really cool. It'd be based, even. So yeah, do that if you feel like it. But anyway, with that out of the way, I've been I'll you've been you. How to schedule next time for the video. It's a for now.